Hello everyone, and welcome back to. Today, we're delving into a fundamental concept in economics and various aspects of life, the law of diminishing returns. But what exactly does this mean? Picture yourself adding more and more of one thing while everything else stays the same. At first, everything improves, but then something changes. The improvements become less and less until eventually things start to get worse. That, my friends, is the law of diminishing returns in action. In economic terms, it's the principle that as we increase the input of one resource while keeping others constant, the output will eventually start to decline. Or, to put it in a way that won't make your head spin, it's the point at which more of something becomes less effective. Let's illustrate this with a few examples. Imagine you are a farmer with a field to fertilize. Initially, as you add more fertilizer, your crop yield increases. However, after a certain point, adding even more fertilizer doesn't boost productivity. It might even harm your soil. Now picture a factory scenario. Adding more workers to the production line can indeed increase output, but there's a threshold. Beyond this, adding more workers leads to overcrowding, confusion, and eventually lower efficiency. Finally, consider the process of studying for an exam. The first few hours of focused study are highly productive. You're absorbing information, understanding concepts, and making connections. Yet if you continue studying without breaks, your retention and understanding might start to decline. In each of these examples, there's a tipping point where adding more of something, whether it's fertilizer, workers, or study time, begins to yield lesser results. That's the law of diminishing returns in action. So why is the law of diminishing returns important to understand? Well, it's all about efficiency. In terms of resource management, it's vital to know when to stop investing more. This understanding can save you time, money, and effort. It's also about optimizing productivity. In your business or personal life, recognizing when an extra hour of work or study isn't going to yield the same results as the first hour can greatly improve your time management. Finally, it's about making informed decisions. This principle applies across a wide range of fields, from agriculture and manufacturing to project management and personal development. So, how can we apply this concept? When setting goals, remember that doubling your effort doesn't necessarily mean you'll double your results. In business or project management, be mindful of how you allocate resources. Avoid pouring all your resources into one area at the expense of others. In personal life, understand that pushing yourself too hard can lead to burnout. Find balance in work and relaxation. And here's a myth to debunk. The law of diminishing returns doesn't mean that more is always bad. It's not a one-size-fits-all theory. It simply points to the reality that there's a threshold, a tipping point, where additional inputs no longer bring about the desired increase in output. It's about balance. It's about optimization. It's about understanding that while growth and increase are good, they have their limits. It's about recognizing the point where efficiency turns into decline. The law of diminishing returns isn't a deterrent. It's a guide. It's a compass directing us towards effective resource management, optimal productivity, and wise decision-making. Whether we're talking about agriculture, manufacturing, studying, or even our personal lives, this law applies. In conclusion, the law of diminishing returns is a critical concept that guides efficient resource use and productivity in various aspects of life. Embrace it, and you'll make more informed decisions.